Hey Emile, how come you carved a skull into your helmet? I've seen things. I've done stuff. That's cool, bro. Yeah, man. That's real cool. Real cool. What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm reviewing the Halo Reach Series 1 Emile action figure. Looks very, very cool here. We got a shotgun, a little knife, and it looks like he was supposed to come with a grenade, but it looks like it fell out somewhere down the packaging. So yeah, it looks really cool. In the box over here you get to see a rendered picture of what Emile looks like in the game. It's got 26 moving parts, which is really good articulation. On the back here you get to see all the figures that came out in Series 1. A couple exclusives, a bunch of Spartans, and then you had a couple Covenant guys down at the bottom as well. So I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up and review it. Alright, I got this guy opened up, and I gotta say, right out of the packaging, I didn't have any problems with this figure with any joints or any sort of weird quality issues, which I'm very happy about. This is a very well put together and constructed figure. The paint job is absolutely phenomenal. I'll get into the details and little aspects of the figure later on in this review. First of all, let's start out with what he comes with. He's got a signature shotgun. He's always running and gunning around with his shotgun in the game. Looks very nice. Love the sculpting on it and all the detail. The paint job looks great. Definitely did a good job with the shotgun. He also comes with his little knife here, and that looks pretty good. I really like what they did with the handle, how it's kind of got the little lines and grooves in it to make it look more like a rubber type handle. Very cool. You know, the blade's not too sharp, so parents don't worry about getting this for your kids and them stabbing themselves in the eye. It's really not that sharp. He also comes with a frag grenade, and that looks really good. I like the sculpting on the bottom of the grenade, and then it's got the silver pin up at the top. It's got a little hole in the back of it, so you can actually attach this with a peg on his butt right there, and then bam, there you go. Now he's ready to throw some grenades at some coveys. Now the shotgun has a peg that you could actually attach right onto the gun, and then he has a peg hole on his back to where you could actually attach the gun straight onto the Spartan himself. And I think that looks pretty good. He could actually hold on to his knife very well. Very happy about that. Grips onto it very tightly. He's not going to drop it. The only thing I do wish is that the knife actually could slide in and out from his sheath up onto his armor. Fortunately, you can't do that, and it looks like you can't even, carve it out to make it to where you could do that on your own, because the sheath looks like it's actually smaller than the knife itself. So that kind of sucks. Kind of ruins the possibility for doing a custom in that sort of way, but you know what, oh well. Now he can hold on to a shotgun decently well. He can't really hold it up by the pump part because his hands are really small compared to the pump part, and it's hard for him to swing his right arm around to grab the trigger here because he's got all these bolts and stuff on his chest. He really doesn't have the range of motion to come all the way out and grab this to where it makes it look more realistic. Another thing too is there's this little block here blocking the trigger to where the figure can actually hold on to it by the trigger instead of at the bottom grip here. I'm probably actually going to take a hobby knife and cut off this part here so that way he can hold on to the gun a lot better. And I think that that's probably the way that McFarlane should have did in the first place. They were just trying to be as game accurate as possible with this weapon, but unfortunately it doesn't really work out with the figure, because the figure doesn't have a trigger finger hand, so he's not really going to grab onto a weapon like this with the best of his ability. So the small gripes I do have with the weapons is definitely made up for in the detail department. I mean, this guy is just detailed out to the bone, man. They really did nail his helmet, the way he carved, a skull into his face mask. I think that looks really sick. And just the paint job all around him, from these shotgun shells all over his chest and his belt, all the way to his shoulder armor over here. That looks really, really great. The reds, mixed in with the white, and then the shotgun shells also on his wrist. Very, very cool looking stuff. All the way around this figure, he's got this little pouch on the side of his leg, and that looks fantastic. And just his armor in general, it just looks kind of beat up, torn down, which is really, really good. You know, it's really game accurate because the Spartans in Reach definitely have seen a lot of battles since the Halo Reach, you know, universe came into play. These guys just look awesome. He's got some canisters on his back here. Got some really nice detail and sculpting work down there. And I'm just really happy about this figure, man. Now, as far as articulation goes, McFarlane gave this guy a lot of articulation here. Head's on a ball joint there. Can look up, down, all around. Get a lot of really good range of motion out of his head. Really happy about that. Got a nice 360 motion in his upper arm, and his bicep or elbows at a ball joint, as well as his wrist. He's got some really good articulation at his waist. Really, really enjoy that. His legs could kick out, you know, pretty decently far. Happy about that. Got some nice ball hinge knees, ball hinge ankles, and then he's got some nice toe articulation as well. It's going to really help him stand up and get him into some cool dynamic poses that you guys, I'm sure, can get him into. So overall, I think this is a really awesome figure. Definitely pick him up and complete your Noble team with him, because a lot of people love Emile. They definitely gravitate more towards Emile's character and personality than most of the other guys in Noble team, and I think that he kind of had more of a standout, lone wolfish kind of personality, and he just seemed like he's just kind of more, you know, I don't know, intense, intimidating than the rest of the Spartans, and I really did enjoy that. So hopefully, you know, we'll see more of Emile, and they'll dig more into his character with like comics and other universe lore and stuff like that with the Halo future and franchise, because it's a really cool character. I'd really love to see them explore more of his backstory. So yeah, that's it for this review. Check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of Halo stuff on there. I also collect Mortal Kombat, you know, Halo Mega Blocks, Walking Dead stuff, Star Wars, all that good stuff. And I make animations and put them in every video. Make sure you subscribe, because I come out with new videos every week. And I will see you guys all in my next review. And thank you all for watching.